That should be at the beginning of our video. Hi guys! Welcome to Stitches and Sundries Flosstube. This is episode 15.
Yes.
And we've been gone for a little while. Oh my gosh.
You guys won't notice the gap though, because we've had updates.
We've had stuff, but we just haven't done an official update.
It's technically been a month for us.
Oh my gosh. I'm Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
You can find me at Lauren Up Stitching on Instagram.
You can find me as Devyn_no-loose-ends on Instagram.
Or down here. Yeah, it's been a month, so we spent the first 3.5 hours today talking, because apparently 4 weeks is too long for us to be completely separated.
We messaged each other in the time frame.
Yeah.
But it's not enough.
It's not enough. And I made a whole new room.
Yes, this is going to be our permanent setting, Lauren.
Yep, this is going to be a permanent setup. The basement is coming along. If anybody sees, I did a live stitch with me as one of our filler episodes. Mm-hmm. At one point you can kind of see like the sidewall, and there's no baseboards on, and there's like an open socket, electrical socket. I'm fixing that. But
well, you take all that stuff off when you paint and when you put everything on. Like it just, yeah.
But now we've got
stuff on the wall.
We've got stuff on the wall. These are I made both this and this one. You can kind of see are doilies that I made and just put into frames. And I got some of my mom's embroidery work.
This one.
Yeah, I got some of that. I just kind of jammed some stuff on the wall so it wouldn't look like a straight purple-black background. But yeah, we kind of caught up with each other. Usually we'd use these first couple minutes to catch up with each other, but we spent 3.5 hours.
It's been a month. A lot has happened.
And I tell you, Devyn, you were basically gone from my life for 4 weeks. 2 weeks because you found out you needed to quarantine right before we would normally podcast. Mm-hmm. So 2 weeks was like a normal, like, okay, it's been a little, but we both work different jobs and life happens. And then we would like catch up on Sundays. Well, then you quarantined for another 2 weeks. That's 4 weeks. I was depressed. I was sad. You can't leave my life. I'm just sorry. I need you.
Well, it was a long 4 weeks total, right? It was definitely a tough time for both of us, I think. Like, I had to quarantine. I did not have COVID, but I was around someone who had COVID, and so I had to just make sure that I was keeping her safe and not bringing...
She's being a polite, considerate, wonderful friend.
Yeah. And then the other 2 weeks, I had a momentary lapse in mental health.
Oh.
But anyway, we're moving on. Things are better now.
Yes.
And just...
I think we all have those momentary lapses where we're just like, something doesn't work out the way you want, or you look at, something you worked really hard on and it's just not what you wanted at the end. And you're like, I'm a failure and my life is misery. And everybody around you's like,
it's not that bad.
It's okay. Like,
yeah.
It'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
No, it won't be.
And I'm usually the very positive, everything's going to work out and it's going to be okay. But like once in a while, I can just like go the other direction and just be like, the world is on fire. Everything's awful, and just shut down. And I did that. I did that for, like a week. Where Lauren apparently thought I was mad at her.
I did. I was like, because I've started a new job, and the office is very, it's a very different kind of office environment. I feel like the other women I work with are just very quiet. They're not super chatty. They don't they just kind of, they're not being mean or anything. It's just very quiet. And so I don't shut up. Mm-hmm. So I'm like texting you throughout the day because it's just, I have.
And I'm like one word answering her because like, I'm just not feeling the social.
And I'm like, she's so mad at me because you didn't tell me. I'm wallowing in a pit of despair.
Yeah.
Because you knew I'd show up at your door.
When you're in the depths of despair, which is how I felt at the time,
Which is so, like, we're in the depths of despair, and it's like, I went through a momentary laugh. Like, we don't know what the depths of despair really look like.
But when I was feeling it in the moment, and everything was awful, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to reach out to my friends. I wanted to just not be bothered and lay in my bed and be miserable in my own misery.
Yeah, that's why she was like, I better not talk to Lauren and tell her about this, or she'll show up on my doorstep with like cookies and chocolate
and be nice
to me.
And tell me that what I logically know is a stupid notion is a stupid notion.
No, can't do it. But anyway, we're talking about cross stitch today. So this is episode 15 of our Flosstube. We've been doing this almost a year. When did we start?
We started in June, I think. Wasn't it June?
Yeah, May or June.
Yeah.
We're getting closer.
We're getting close to a year.
I think for a year we should do like a giveaway or something fun. We'll see. Ooh. We'll see what we get up to. But, so we've been doing this for a while, and I have some finishes.
Look at you go. You should go first because, I have updates, guys. It's been a month, so I got some stuff done. It's not the nightmare over and over again.
I have some finishes. So, first up, this is Horrific Halloween, and it is complete. So
I'm gonna hold it this way, just so you can see the whole length of it. Hold it sideways
so you can see it's so big.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
And look at the moon.
Yeah, let me pull it closer. I'll pull it closer.
Yeah, you got longer arms. Actually, you don't have longer arms, but whatever.
I stretch.
You stretch better.
So there is the moon and stars. That is the last panel, and it is completely finished. This is completely done. All the back stitching, everything is done. All the way. I'll try and do, what do you always tell me to do? Like,
yeah, do a scroll over.
Scroll over. I can't quite.
You almost got it.
All the way up.
Yep, you got it.
So I'm super happy to have this done. I've been working on this. I started it in 2018.
This is amazing, though.
Probably worked for about a month on it. Not long. Maybe even a couple weeks. And then put it in a drawer, forgot about it. And then quarantine last year. So May of last year, I got it back out. And have worked on it pretty consistently since. And I flippin' love this. Look at these pumpkins.
So I totally think that, when it's not Halloween and you're not going to have it upstairs, it needs to be down here all the time.
It needs to be down here.
Like just hanging on the
look
wall.
how perfect it looks in this purple room.
Yeah, it looks great against this wall.
So my plan is, my sister's going to help me finish it. She can sew better than I can. So she's going to help me finish it to go on the fabric hanger.
Woohoo!
And then I'll add the buttons. I'm not adding the buttons because a couple of them go near the edge and she was just a little worried about them going through her sewing machine. And then I'm going to there's a little fabric left here at the bottom. I could have probably started, I have a terrible thing I got to work on about starting my projects. Like this is exactly 3 inches from the top and I should have added an extra inch or 2. But I have this fabric. I'm going to take a piece of it and stitch another one of these little pumpkins and put it in, I keep a kind of scrapbook as a little memento of finishing it. So I'm just going to have it'll be that big, not huge, but it'll be just a little something to kind of commemorate the end of it.
That is cute.
Yeah. And I'll have probably enough for a small one. This is so cute. So this is Halloween, Horrific Halloween banner by Stoney Creek. It's available on their website. It was one of their patterns of the month for 2018. It is so cool. And it is super fun. And
I love this.
We talked about it. I'm now finished. I have a printed pattern. I'm now finished. And I believe you said, would you gift it to me, please, please?
I will take the pattern. I have the fabric. So I have the fabric. I have the threads. Well, the threads for this one.
Yeah.
And I have the buttons for this one. And I didn't ever start it I started it and I have to rip out what I started because this was the very first thing I ever worked on for cross stitch, so I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. And in these swoopty-whoopty swirly dooders that are here, I messed mine up real bad. And Lauren's are perfect. And I gotta rip mine out. Also, I didn't know how to cut my thread, so sometimes I just cut it and it was
way too short.
Way too short and gonna unravel.
So this was super fun to do. I am super glad to have it, and And this is, I'm doing the 21 for 2021 Halloween challenge on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
that's
this
a
counts
really awesome
as
group.
my first finish for Halloween 2021. If I need to, it can count as 2. I would personally count it as 2 because these last 2 panels were finished in 2021.
Yeah.
But the moderator of the group says, no, you can totally count that as 6 because a whip from the previous year totally counts.
Woohoo.
And if I have to, I'm taking her up on that offer. But if I get really close and I'm like, oh, I'm nowhere near.
Yeah.
So that's my first Halloween finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
That is going to be so fun.
Yes. I mean, this is the cutest I've seen. They do have another
We
one
talk
that's
about
not
it.
terrible. They do have another one that's pretty cute. But this is the cutest one.
This is the cutest one. I love the moon and the toad. I think those are my favorite.
The toad is pretty darn cute.
Yeah, the toad.
I like the witch too because she's such a classic green witch.
I like the bat one.
You know what? We like them all. They're all pretty darn great.
They are. They really are.
Do you want me to do my last finish?
Yeah, do finishes.
All right. So it's Halloween year round, y'all. You're just gonna have to learn that. So this is my last finish. It's all done.
This is amazing, Lauren.
Wow. It's so good.
My favorite's still the graveyard, though.
The graveyard's pretty great.
Do you see the cat and the skull, guys? Look at the cat and the skull in that mansion. Can I hold that up right?
There we go. Yep.
Look at that.
I mean, this is what I worked on during the live Stitch with Me. So hopefully we can do something like that again sometime.
Yeah, I think going live will be really fun.
It's just something different to do. It's a different feel. And
So great.
yeah, so this was, I was, I think halfway through the haunted house last time. So as I got closer to finishing things, I kind of stopped work on other things. Our crochet our fiber podcast, our knitting and crochet podcast, I'm not going to have a ton for because
I got you there.
as I got stuff finished, it got close to finishing. I just like put the pedal to the metal and finished them. So this is now done. This is Halloween
Awesome.
Ouija by Tiny Modernist.
Awesome.
And so this is my second Halloween finish for 2021. And
Or 7th, depending on how you
on
count.
7th or 3rd. We're going to go with 2nd. I haven't decided how to finish this yet. I really want to do something. So this took a while. This fabric is one of my favorite fabrics. And I don't want to do something that might not look 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do this really nicely.
So you might not frame it for a while.
So I might not frame it for a while. I'm actually thinking of doing, I see so many, the Globetrotting Stitcher, Amy, the Globetrotting Stitcher, does these beautiful finishes where she does things with like wooden boards and, rick-rack around the edge. They're beautiful. So I need to ask her to do an episode or something just on how she finishes. There's a couple people that do some really beautiful finishing. So I want to do something like that, maybe? I don't know. It's going to be something special because...
So are you thinking of not putting it in like a picture frame?
Yeah, I'm thinking
trying
not putting it in a picture frame. I think I'm going to do something else with it. I don't know what yet, but we shall see. The other thing is similar to the last one I talked about is I have some fabric at the bottom because I just bought, I bought this fabric from Fiona's Craft Cottage and it came in a certain measurement. And so I have this bit of fabric at the bottom. And again, I'm going to do a little square and I'm going to do
the moth.
The moth is going to be my little marker. So whenever I finish like a big project, maybe not a small, but a big project, but especially one that's like kind of special that I worked on for a really long time, I'm going to try and make a little something out of it into a little keepsake.
Ooh.
So
you could have something like my junk yarn journal, but yours will probably be way neater.
Exactly. Well, like I have one, so I love stickers. Whenever a business or somebody sends me a sticker, I'm like, sticker! I'm stoked. And I'm like, well, we're going to remember to shop here again. So their advertising apparently works. Because they give me a free sticker. So I can't keep all my stickers in a book. And I also keep, labels off yarn, so I remember what the yarn was. I keep labels off of tea and coffee that I really like, so I can get it again.
Yeah.
So I keep like all this like junk. It's junk.
For a junk journal.
For a junk journal, just in a book.
Junk journals are
and that's
fun.
where I would put this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, I didn't mean to ape your junk journal. I just kind of, it slowly got more stuff in it.
Well, and you know, that could be something you do with some of your snips. Because you keep your orts.
I keep my orts, which there's going to be shelves in this room. I'm going to put all my ort jars and all my buttons and stuff in there. It's going to be so cute in here. This is going to be a little like reading room, little podcasting room. Mm-hmm. It's also cold down here. I'm so sorry. We haven't got the heat turned on down here.
Fine. We spent 4 hours talking
For
down
no
here
reason. For no reason.
We could have talked upstairs where the heat is, but no, we spent.
Look how it's folded
oh
up.
My
so
God.
I have these in a bag. One is my sister's supposed to help me finish the other one. So we'll see when that happens. Once I have it fully finished, I'll show it again with its little hanger and everything. Mm. It's gonna be super
I can't wait for that. That is gonna look so awesome.
So those are my finishes. I have some whips and some new starts.
Oh my goodness. I have 3 whips. That's it.
Well, you want to do one?
Yeah, you've been talking forever.
I've been talking forever. I've been yakking. Crinkles. I'm sorry for crinkles.
So I have 3 projects. I'll start with my favorite one to work on right now. I
love this so much.
This feels like I have been booking it on this, but I'm looking at the progress now and I'm like, maybe not. But
no, I think so.
This is Barbara Anna's The Branch.
So cute.
And last time you asked me what the quote was, and I did not remember this time. I'm so bad. But I really love The Branch. I love her style, how it's got the, like, you know, it's got the branch and it's got all the little houses and then there's all kinds of things hanging off of it, like the little spider. Love that spider.
So this is what it looked like last time, so you can see how much she's booked on it. Because I think last time you just had this frame.
The frame and the key.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, look how much she's coming. I love a little pumpkin and a spitter.
I know, and I finished one of the houses.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool.
And this is what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for this one. I need to get my sewing machine out and do this because, as you can say,
Sarah will edge it for you.
I'm framed
because she cares about what you think about her, where she doesn't care what you think of what I think about. She'll edge it for you before you leave.
Just volunteer. I think I can do it on my sewing machine at home. It's a matter of like doing it. That's my problem.
That is coming along and that is so cute.
Yeah, and this has been one of my favorite things to stitch on. So it's the Barbara Anna pattern, but it's also the fabric. So I'm glad you wrote down the information somewhere.
I did.
Because I will be looking up this fabric because I don't know if we can get more of this from the shop we got it from.
I bet they'll get it in again.
Yeah, if they don't, I'm gonna look it up because.
What was that called? It was called like Sandcastle?
No, it was like Cafe Mocha or something.
Oh yeah, Cafe Mocha Creme.
Yeah, it is, but it is soft. You guys can't see how soft it is, and it's like, is this evenweave or is this Aida?
That's Aida.
It is a very soft Aida, and I like it.
Soft Aida.
I will say it's not as soft as that, like, what was that placemat one?
Yeah, that placemat.
It's like the magical Aida.
It was so great.
Oh dear, I'll get it in a minute.
That placemat was amazing. But yeah, it is a very quality Aida. One of my whips later, I was in a kind of a rush to start it, and I needed 14 count white Aida. So I just ran to Walmart and picked it up.
And you hate it.
Oh, it's crunchy. It's some crunchy Aida.
It's the crunchy stuff. Yeah. That's what this one is, but I won't show it yet. So.
My turn?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give an update to one you guys have seen before. So this one is Mandala 0267 by Kana and Elan on Etsy, and this is what it looked like last time.
Like barely started.
And
look at this.
I have made progress. So it's been 2 weeks, so I cannot remember where it was.
No, it's been a month since we showed this.
Oh yeah, it's been 4 weeks. So I mean, I've definitely increased, and my plan is currently to pick a corner, put this back on my chest, to pick like a, between two of these things and fill an entire quarter of the compass.
Ooh.
And so that is where I'm heading here with these leaves here that I'm doing.
It is, oh my gosh, that looks so good.
It is so pretty.
Sarah picked out the perfect thread for that fabric.
Yeah, she is pretty darn amazing. So this is on 28 count. Can you tell 28 count is my freaking favorite? I love this shit. Because it stitches like 14 count, or like 14 count Ada, but it's looks like fabric.
But it looks like fabric.
And
it's not crunchy?
Yeah. It is just called, I think it's just light blue evenweave I got from Hobby Lobby, which I am, Michaels has recently expanded their offerings. They have fabric and sewing notions.
Is this the Michaels in Morgantown?
All Michaelses, since they bought out AC Moore.
I just wonder if ours in Morgantown got it.
They did, because they sent me a big flyer about it. So I will be doing my very best to avoid Hobby Lobby, because Michaels has a bigger selection now.
Woohoo!
So that makes me happy. But I am so pleased with that, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I'm turning this into a pillow for down here, which I mean, I'm perfect with my purple room. Look at that.
Who knew purple is a neutral?
Who knew purple was such a neutral? Everything goes with it. So, and I had to scavenge. It's in a cute butterfly project bag with my little frogs, because I only have so many project bags, and I was keeping the banner in this until my sister sewed it, and that was taking too long. So I scavenged the project bag so that I'd have something to keep this in, because it was in an old makeup bag, and I was worried about it in there.
My all of my cross stitch is living in one bag because I am cross stitch bag poor.
Yeah, you need some bags. I need Sarah to get some sewing.
Or me, I have 3 sewing machines.
What? I went
from having none and wanting just one to try, and my cousin lent me hers, and in the same day that she lent me hers, so it's like on a long-term borrow, which I don't know what that means, but she hasn't asked for it back, and I keep sending her pictures of things I've sewn with it, which is like 4 things, but when I sent them to her, she's like, oh, that's great, you're using it.
Yeah.
So then, in the same day, my aunt gave me one. The one she gave me is broken, and I need to take to the timing fixer people that are in LaVale.
Yeah.
And then the third one that I acquired...
She's like, this is your problem now.
Well, sort of. She was just like, it's a really good sewing machine. I just, it just needs the timing fixed, which isn't, from what I've heard, a major problem.
Right.
And it's a nice one. It's like industrial. It can sew like heavier fabrics, so like canvas, duck canvas and stuff. And it can handle, like the one I have that is a long-term borrow, it is a basic low-end affordable sewing machine that can just do a couple stitches. Like, it's not super fancy. It'll get the job done.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm learning on. And then I have the fancy one that I need to get fixed. And then I have another one that it's a Singer, and it's very old, but I don't know like anything about it. It came in a leather bag, and my cousin's like, my mom had this and she's gone now, and I don't craft. Here, have it. Mm-hmm. And when people are just giving you sewing machines, you don't say no, even though you have nowhere to store them.
We were in a thrift store the other day, and there was what I thought was an end table, and I was like, that's weird. That end table folds out. And I moved the stuff on top.
Table.
It was a sewing table with the original Singer, the metal, the hardcore.
Where's that?
I flipped that sucker up and was like,
how much was it? Where is it at?
It wasn't much. It was not as much.
Where was it? Was it Goodwill in LaVale?
Goodwill in Oakland. And so
I
was like, Sarah, do you need this? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I think you might, because this is a really good. Now who knows? The machine could have been broken, yada yada. But like,
who cares? I need it for display.
But they had it like all folded up and like stuff stacked on top of it. You'd never know what it was. I need it. So, but anyway, with the metal frame, like every seamstress I've ever talked about, heard of, says like, You want the ones with the metal. You want the ones you can throw down a set of staircase because they'll be
both of the other ones that I have that are older are metal.
Yeah.
But they're not like the one I have that's the old Singer, it's not that old.
Yeah.
It's not the fancy Singer.
It's not the ones built into the table.
But I don't know anything about it. And I knew nothing about the sewing machines, but I know the one I have is fancy. But anyway.
Anyway, your turn.
Let me stop talking about sewing machines on our Flosstube. Okay. So this one is... I have not made much progress on it. I did make some because I don't think I had this last time.
No, I don't think you did.
But...
this is what she had last time.
So, I shouldn't show this yet. This is
right.
Life is a Game.
It's coming.
It's, I should take it out of the frame. I don't know why I do this. I never take my projects out of the frame. Isn't that, like, bad?
You're supposed to take it out of the frame every time you store it. Not everybody does that. I think that's just, like...
That's fancy people.
That's, like, best practices that not everybody actually follows.
This is that crunchy Ada. It'll just work right out of any shape.
I mean, that's very possible. It just wants to be flat as much as it possibly can. That is coming along, though.
So this is the end of the L, and I just didn't finish it yet, but it is looking great. I'm really happy with it. Mm-hmm. I made a mistake. I made a funny mistake on this this guy. I stitched all the little black squares. I stitched them with yellow, and instead of ripping it out, I just stitched over them with black. There's yellow threads under those black stitches, but you can't tell.
Oh, no, you can't. I mean, that's a pretty good fix.
Yeah. I just was like, oh, I've gone too far to fix this. So and I mean, I'll hold it up, like, as close as I can, but it's these little black squares that are right in
the little dots.
In the corner of the question
rivets.
Mark. Yeah, and, so I just went with it.
No, you can't see it at all.
I think there's another mistake in here somewhere, too. But anyway, this is for Jason. It's going to say Life is a Game, and it's in all of the, like, little different things from gaming thingies.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like.
That is his primary hobby, is collecting game stuff and playing retro video games. To tell you what game he's been playing. So, like, when you think of retro video games and someone says that, what game would you think they might be playing? Like, just name any.
Mega Man.
Okay. He's playing Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo. I mean, he also, like, Bomberman is the main game he plays. That is, like, his go-to. Yeah. If he gets frustrated with any other game, he can always, like, kick butt at Bomberman, so he always gets back to that. But the one he's been playing lately is the Nintendo Wheel of Fortune. And he's like, so, like, in the game, it's a really simple, stupid thing. Like, you get to the point, so, like, you after the main, like, you solve a couple of puzzles and stuff, you get to the like, I don't know what the levels are called in Wheel of Fortune because I never watched it that much, but you get to, like, the top prize, and you get to choose, like, Ocean Breeze Vacation, Beachfront House, or Emerald Necklace.
Oh my gosh.
And I keep telling him, I need an emerald necklace. So he always, and those puzzles for that high prize thing are always impossible to guess. Right. They're so ridiculous.
Do they have digital Vanna White and Pat Sajak in there?
Just Vanna White.
Just Vanna.
They don't have any other.
They left Pat behind.
They only have, so, like, the game is so basic. All it has is, like, the Wheel of Fortune board. Yeah. And then you can see, like, it goes to a separate screen to show the little wheel going when you spin it.
Your boyfriend's such a nerd.
I know. It is, like, he loves it. And he's, like, he'll just play. That's one of his, like, really relaxing ones. Yeah.
That's like me watching model train videos to relax.
Yes, that is exactly that. It is so funny.
I mean, everybody needs their thing. So, speaking of Jason, you want to see one of my new starts?
Yeah. It goes along this theme, doesn't it?
It does. Perfectly themed. So, Jason, does he watch this? Is he a good boyfriend and watch our podcast?
Not all the time, but he watches, like... This one. By the time this goes up, it'll be after his birthday.
Yeah, it will be. So, in 2 weeks from when we're recording, so about the weekend this goes out, I think, it will be his birthday. And
he's not watching it that weekend.
And he's turning 40, and so I wanted to get him something special. So Sarah and I are getting him a pack of barbecue stuff for his new grill.
He's getting a new grill.
And I decided to stitch him something. And his favorite movie is Ghostbusters, right?
And Back to the Future, but yes.
I'll remember that for the future. And he loves retro video games. So I was like, what can I find for Ghostbusters? Because you stitched him the Mario. And I was like, okay, well, what can I find? And I looked on Etsy, and just like one of the first things that popped up was this. And it's called Ghostbusters / Slimer. And it is by the 8-Bit Geekery. And it's the Ghostbusters and Slimer as Mario characters.
It's adorable.
So I got started a couple nights ago after I finished the other projects. I was like, okay, I've got a week to finish this. I better get started. And I'm almost done.
Oh my gosh.
I just, it's not a complicated thing. It's
the Mario.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. I love the
perfect
Slimer
is
King
this?
Boo.
The Slimer Boo. The Slimer Boo. So,
I need just the Slimer Boo as a keychain.
Oh, that would be cute. Yeah, I think I like this so much. I don't need a keepsake for this one because it's just such a quick stitch. But I might stitch that as something special.
Talk to me about this Boo, because he's shaded, I see.
Oh, yeah, this is super nicely shaded. Every skin tone is at least 3 colors.
Is that in the pattern?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. The lettering was a nightmare. Not for any specific reason, just because there's 4 colors in each letter. And I like getting my...
There's 4?
There's 4 colors. 3 shades of green and black.
Oh, I only see 2. But it makes for an adorable fade.
It makes for a very nice fade.
I hope
but
you guys can see that.
I couldn't pull my black across because it would show through this white fabric so easily. And so I was constantly cutting my black at minimum. The lighter green I definitely pulled. But the other thing that is weird, and I messaged the seller because my curiosity was driving me nuts. But maybe there's one more. There's one more little dude.
Oh, I'm like, where's the other guy?
Yeah, Venkman is on the end. I just haven't started. Venkman is right here. So here's a question for you. You might know because I assume Jason has made you watch this movie a couple times.
Oh, good God. Okay, what are you going to ask me?
So,
I don't know this.
I started with, my center of my fabric was right here at Slimer, so started with him, went up, did the lettering, and then started on the guys, and I started with Winston because he reminds me of my dad. With the mustache and everything.
He is basically Mario.
And yeah, he's basically Mario. And then I did Egon. And if you can see here, Winston is the only one of the people, only one of the busters. His suit is shaded differently. The outline of his suit is light gray, or is a dark gray instead of black.
Huh.
He's the only one that is outlined like that. And it's intentional. Like, unless it is a mistake that has never been corrected for no reason. Because his face and arm, his arm is like up like...
Yeah,
is in black. And then it intentionally changes to gray for the suit.
I don't know.
And that has bothered me. So, and I was like, I'm going to take it out and redo it. And Sarah said, well, is there a reason in the movie it would be different? Like, does he wear a different suit? And I was like...
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like,
I've watched the movie, but I don't pay attention to that much.
I know. I was like, if it's an inside, like, nerd fact, I don't want to take it out. You know?
So did you message the seller?
I messaged the seller. I haven't heard back yet. I'm like, why is it like this? And the only like other reason, because it's very obviously to me, it's a choice. It can't, if it's an accident, it is a weird accident.
Yeah, because like its whole suit is.
Yeah, it's just the suit. It's just this one character. And even when you look at like the preview image, like on the Etsy, it's like that. So it's not like like, oh, I didn't see that I did that. The only other reason I can possibly think of is that he has black hair, and they didn't want the outline to like blend.
Well, and the outline does come right under his chin, under his mustache, so it might look like a beard if it did that.
Yeah.
But then why not make them all that color?
Yeah.
Instead of black.
Yeah. It's weird. I almost She's driving me nuts.
I love Egon's spectacles.
I know.
And his hair.
I had such a crush on Egon when I was on Spengler when I was a kid. I had a big crush on him. Now, knowing myself, I would have a big crush on Ray for no reason. For no good reason.
I love Egon. He's my favorite.
Yeah, he's pretty great. He's pretty great. I'm a little sad that Janine isn't on there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm super happy with that, and I hope you'll really like it. I also found a frame.
Oh, he is going to love it.
I found a frame at Goodwill that was the perfect size, but it was blue, and I have spray painted it the Ghostbuster red.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have a frame for it. It'll be all framed up and ready to go for him for his birthday. So by the time he has this will be out. So, but right after his birthday, this will come out. So happy birthday, Jason.
He will not watch this episode before his birthday.
Dude. I like surprises.
So I have one more update. This is my last one. What do you have?
I have a whip and a going to start.
A going to start? Okay. Do you want to do your whip?
I just did a whip.
Okay. I don't know. Alright. Oh no, I kind of crushed the magazine with
Oh
my butt.
God, no.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh God.
Where's my pattern? That was the pattern page.
That was pattern page. Gotcha.
So, we won't have to do an insert picture here.
Yeah.
So this is the project that I'm working on.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's so cute. I have no idea what this is going to be when I'm finished with it. It's also, this is probably going to be my next nightmare because it's taking forever.
Here's what it looked like last time.
I finished the yellow heart, all the yellow.
Oh yeah, the lock and the key.
Yeah.
That's super cute.
It is super cute. And I think I may have taken this down further, but I may not have. I'm not sure. So anyway.
It's been 4 weeks.
It's
We
been
don't
4
know
weeks.
where we are.
Well, and I had a hard time working on this because the things are also spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, I don't know, tiny fabric. What's it called for? Because I just used whatever it called for. Oh, good God.
I think it's 32 count probably.
Hang on, I'll flip the page and find out. Does it say 28 count? Is that 28 count?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. It's just, it's linen-y or something?
It's linen. It's definitely a less than even weave.
It's not even weave. I'm so into even weave. I have decided I'm an even weave Ada type of person. Although you said you really like Lugana.
Lugana is very even.
Maybe I'll
It's
like
very
Lugana.
even. Yeah.
But I think I need to stay away from the linens because it is a challenge for me to go away like from things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm just
so pretty though.
Kind of like working through it.
It's so pretty. I love your color choices because you did a complete
yeah, I
color
had
conversion.
to do a complete color version because I decided to do this. Anyway,
our stupid camera cut us off.
my camera
Again.
cut us off.
But oh well,
Sadness.
we'll
Okay.
fix it. But you were saying you had to do a color conversion.
Yeah, so I had to do a complete color conversion because I was super impatient and I just had to start this right away and didn't want to wait to go to a store to get the right DMC threads. So, if anybody's interested in knowing more about the color conversion, you can message me on either Instagram or comment here on the video. But I'm not gonna like say every color that I converted or anything.
Makes sense.
But
it's super cute though.
I did make it up, and the colors do seem to be coordinating really well in the project, and I can't wait to have this as a finish. This is gonna be super cute.
That's gonna be cute.
I mean, maybe I should figure out turning it into a pillow because I could make like one of those cute long pillows.
That would be cute.
Yeah. And then I need one of these things to put it on.
You have your cute teal chair.
I know, everything looks so cute on my teal chair.
Teal chair is perfect.
My teal chair is perfect. What was it, $35 teal chair?
I love it. I found a $30 chair recently because
Thrift stores and yard sales, man.
I'm slowly getting, as we get this basement finished up, I'm putting a board game space, like an entertaining space over there. And I wanted everybody to have more than kitchen chairs to sit at because
we play long games. We don't play like the short games.
And I mean, even a short game, you're like, after 5 or 10 minutes, your butt hurts and like that side of my thigh hurts.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. So anyway, all right, my turn. My turn. So this is, oh yes, it's on my elbow because we stupid camera. So this is Hobbiton by Unova Cross Stitch, and it's very cute. And this is where it was last time, but I think the more I stitched on this, the more I realized I went about it kind of the wrong way.
So what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so this is where I'm at now. And it's very, you can see it coming along.
I mean, can't you just cross stitch however your little heart wants?
Yes. And I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm doing it like, if I was happy about it, I would be saying, oh,
you're not happy with it.
I'm just not happy.
What's going on?
But I made some progress. So I've got like these little plants done down here, and I'm filling in the kind of like space around everything.
Yeah, you've got like a whole outline thing going on.
Yeah, the outline is basically done.
It looks awesome.
But I've started it correctly. I started it in the way that makes sense, and then I slowly like decided I'm going to do something else stupid. And the way I had this big green door as my like starting space, and so what I would do was pick something like touching this big door, go to the end of my thread, finish, come back, pick something else that's touching the door, maybe same color, maybe not, and go to the end of my thread. At some point, I decided, oh, because I have some threads here that only have 8 or 9 stitches or 20 stitches left, I'm just going to do those stitches and get the color done with. And that sounds great in theory. It's stupid as hell in practice. Because I counted out. Sometimes 30 stitches.
Oh, so you're like working too far from the door.
I'm working way too far from the door. My window is off. You're never going to tell. You're never going to tell. Because there's so much speckling and modeling around everything. You'll never know. But I am personally now making up parts of this because I am so off.
Oh no.
And I'm like,
too off to rip out?
I've stitched stuff over it before I found that I was off. So, and I mean, it's not, like I said, you're never going to be able to tell. Like, literally the window's over too far. And I'll just fill that space in with more of these kind of like speckly bushes. No one's going to care.
No.
But I know that I have made my life hard. And there was no reason. I just thought, there's only 2 more stitches of this silver.
And you just kept doing it.
And I just kept going for and then like, because I then used that one that was off as an anchor point, everything is off.
So how bad is that?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Like I said.
Is it just the window? Like,
it's this window right here. It's this window right here. This is in the wrong spot. It's too far over. But like I said, you'll never know. The person getting this as a gift will freaking love it. But it made me rethink when I'm thinking about doing more full coverage, bigger pieces, to be more careful and not let myself fall into that trap of, it's just a little farther.
Yeah.
Like, when I was doing the peacock, it took me a really long time to learn that. Granted, the peacock was like the first thing I stitched. But I apparently forgot all of it. And I just need to keep my brain from doing that.
So, like, that's how I feel with this, even though it's not full coverage. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just, like, stabbed you.
Yeah, freaking werewolf claws. Beautiful nails.
But that's, like, my problem with this one, because everything is so far away. And I'm kind of at the next step, I think, is the O, which is just a ring of flowers.
Yeah. And it's a little massive, far away.
And it's pretty far away.
Yeah. And
I just, like, I'm like, I don't even know what to do next. So I'm kind of, like, that. I mean, I have a little filling to do in this heart, but I feel you there. I feel that, like, struggling to deal with the distances.
Yeah.
And
if I just stuck to my, like, never go more than, like, 4 or 5 stitches away, and always use this big glob, this big glob as your anchor point. Always be working from it. But no, I didn't. I don't know why I do these things to myself. I constantly think I have a better way of doing things.
And then you don't.
And then I'm like, why? Oh, they do it. I did it this way before for a reason.
Like,
it wasn't just for stupid stuff.
For mine, I mean, I don't know how, like, I didn't do the center point start. I just started from a corner.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I guess that's fine.
Yeah,
it's working.
Fine. Yeah, it's working.
But if I would have started in the center, I think I would have been in one of the flowers.
Yeah.
And I feel like I still would have struggled to leave the flower to go to the L's.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Those are a little distant.
Yeah.
I have one last thing.
Nothing else.
I have one last thing. So this is my upcoming project. So as soon as I finish the Ghostbusters, I'm going to get this started. And actually, I will probably start one other. The Ghostbusters because I want to get it done in time. Mm-hmm. I only have one more guy to do, one and a half more guys. That'll be two evenings, if that.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to start this. This is, sorry for crinkles. It's in plastic because I don't have enough project bags, Sarah Heilig.
Just blame Sarah for your bag shortage.
I do. I blame Sarah for everything. So this is Beggar's Luck by Threadwork Primitives.
That is so cute.
And isn't that adorable?
Are you going to make it a pillow?
No.
Frame it?
I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know. I'm going to do something with it. But the one thing I am going to change is, if you look down there at the bottom, it says March and has the 17 in the top. Mm-hmm. So it says March 17th for St. Patrick's Day. That's why there are beautiful clovers. But I don't really do anything for St. Patrick's Day. It's not a major holiday for us. We don't decorate for it. We don't do anything. But I just liked the clovers and the crow. I thought it was very springy. I thought it was very... So I'm going to change the MAR for March to my initials, maybe just an L, maybe LAH. I'll just kind of decide how I want to set that up. And then I'm going to change the 17 to a 21 for the year. So, and I think that's a pretty easy...
That's a simple change.
That's a simple change.
Honestly.
They have, the Threadwork Primitives makes this, like, crow with a thing in their mouth and something over here for a holiday. For almost every holiday. There's one for Valentine's Day, there's one for 4th of July, there's one
for Peter.
And the Valentine's Day one's cute. He's got a little heart. So they have lots of numbers. I can find the number pretty easily so it doesn't look weird, and then change the letters down.
Well, you have a whole book on lettering.
I have a whole book on lettering, so that's not difficult at all. And I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be stitching this. This is stitched in 100% Weeks Dye Works over-dyed flosses.
Ooh, where'd you get those fancy threads?
I got most of them from Four Seasons. They carry a pretty good selection. I had to get one or two colors from...
I love those greens.
1, 2, 3 stitch. And yeah, there's the kind of like greens and this really pretty, what's that called? Charcoal? Onyx. Onyx black for the bird. Oh, so and pretty. Pecan for the Horn of Plenty. It's going to be very pretty. And I'm stitching it on 28 count. It's Cashel linen, and it is called Vintage Smoky White. And it's just, you can see I already kind of had it in a hoop. It's a little stiff, but it's not terrible. I think it's a Zweigart linen. And it's just got,
pretty.
Yeah, it's got, if I fold it up, you can see it a little better. I can barely see it at all. Sarah tells me it's beautiful. It's got like a mottled texture to it.
And it has a slight.
Yeah. It's lighter than I thought, and which is stupid of me because they warned me. I bought this from 123 Stitch, and one of the comments was, it's lighter than you think. And I was like, well, I don't want dark, but I really like it.
I'm not too white for you?
I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not. It's really pretty. It's going to make the colors really stand out, really pop. I mean, that looks so nice together.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm happy with it. And then I'll decide what I want to do with it. And just
that is something that is so different from knitting for me. Mm-hmm. Is like with cross stitch, I'm just like, I'm stitching these things and
then you got to figure out what to do with them instead of just like wearing them.
Yeah, so like life is a game. I'm gonna frame. The love thing, I have no idea. I mean, we've talked about a pillow, but I am not committed to anything. The Barbara Ann, I have no idea. The love one is probably the only one that I have significant like border on. Like I'm not sure. Maybe
the Barbara Ann, I think
the
you have
Barbara
border
Ann
on.
might. I don't know.
Yeah.
The love one might be the one I actually don't have enough border on for certain things, but I have no idea. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's fun.
But that to me is like it's
the
a
finishing
struggle,
is definitely weird.
A struggle with cross stitch. Like I know that there are people out there that you can just pay to do it, but I don't want to pay somebody to do it.
Right.
I just want it to be done without me doing it.
I want to magically finish something. Like the people that you like, they're like, oh, I don't really do it. I'm in it for the process. Like I talked about this a little bit on our live stream about the process versus progress type. Like, oh, I gotta finish. Fantastic. Turn the fabric. Do something else on it. Turn the fabric. All right. Once there's no more room to turn the fabric, put it in a box. Like we just need more fabric now to keep doing. I'm like, that is fascinating. Let's do a psychology sit down on your whole life because like I'm such a progress person. I want the finish. I want I want people to see it and go, you did that?
Yeah.
Yes, I did do that. I want to wear it. I want to do whatever I'm doing with it.
Yeah. I want the finish.
And just as a little like, oh, I was like, where's the freaking needle minder that was in here? As a little thing, kind of keeping in the vintage theme with that, my
glasses case.
My little vintage glasses case is my Notions bag this time.
That is adorable.
So I'm super pleased with that. So that's my upcoming, and I also have one. I got all the stuff to do it. It just, as soon as Ghostbusters took over, I was like, because I don't want to only do Halloween stuff. I got all this stuff to do a really cute Maryland themed one.
Oh yeah,
so
you did.
I'm replacing the Halloween banner and the Halloween Ouija with Beggar's Luck and this Maryland one, which I'll show next time. And I think that'll be a good
transition.
one.
Away from all the Halloween.
All the Halloween in the world. But I mean, I love me some spooks. And like Beggar's Luck, it has a crow, so I'm totally counting it. I'm totally counting the Ghostbusters as well.
Oh yeah, the Ghostbusters totally counts.
There's a ghost. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So that's counting. So that'll put me at
4
total
so
far.
Or what? Wait, if you counted the whole thing as 7?
If I counted the whole thing, so that's 6,
That's
7, 8, that'd be 9.
9.
Or if I counted as 2, it'd be 5. I'm just going to count it as 1 or I'll lose my mind trying to keep track of that. So I'm at, so once I finish Ghostbusters, that'll be 3. And once I get this one, that'll be my 4th one.
Wow, you are booking it.
Some people are like already done. They're like,
I know. I saw some of them and I'm like, oof.
but they did like bookmarks.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like,
big masterpieces.
looking at some of the stuff
I
bookmarked is too big. It's
I'll
way
have
too
to
big.
show you because I don't even know the pattern or anything, but I found one that I'm dying to do. I want the finish so bad.
What is it?
I don't want to describe it here because I don't even know if I could do it justice, but I will show you after this podcast.
Yes, more spooks.
But it is a really cool one, and I have the Mill Hill kit I haven't worked on. I think that will be probably my second Halloween finish.
Yes.
If I get to that one, because the other one that's Halloween is the Barbara Anna Branch one, and that's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
Because
so
it's
cute, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that one. Maybe like near the end of the year. I'll be like, I need another one. I'm getting this.
It is cute. It is totally cute.
Maybe we'll do a pattern trade.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. So that's everything
That's
that
everything
I
I've
have.
got.
I have no acquisitions for this one. I don't buy any patterns or threads or fabrics.
I'm positive I have stuff, but
Oh my gosh, I should have brought my picture frames. We should do that.
oh, my
We'll do
frame
a picture
collection.
frame update.
Anytime I see a weird frame, I'm like, I need that.
I need that. And I just now, so like, I have like 12 frames. I have 2 cross stitch finishes, but I bought 12 picture frames.
I bought way more than that. I bought way more than that. Every store we went into, Sarah had to talk me into not walking out with 6 frames. Because, like,
that's the challenge.
Yeah. And I found some cool ones. I found some fun ones. Yeah, we should show them off sometime.
Yeah, I think maybe next time we can do like Just pick a few, you hoarder.
I found out the word for it is called maximalist. Minimalist. No, we need more stuff. We need stuff on the walls. We need stuff on the shelves. I like collections of things. I like groups of things.
You are a collector for sure.
And so...
And like collector of all of the little things. If it's bits and bobs that you could collect, not like...
I'm a goblin.
Yeah.
I'm a goblin person. Like, I am just like, give me all the shiny
trinkets.
And so I really want to put shelves up here. Like I said, have jars of buttons and ornaments and stuff like that.
I have buttons.
But I'm working on a gallery wall upstairs. And we recently added a bunch of pictures of my mom, who passed away a couple years ago.
They look beautiful.
So one of the pictures, when we went in and bought the chair, there was this frame just like sitting on the floor. Like somebody had just been like, nope, I don't want this anymore. And it was a really 70s print of like painted ferns. Mm-hmm. Really 70s. And it was in this yellow frame. And I was like, I'm getting this. And so I was like, really? Good God. Like, you're buying a chair. Is this frame? And I came home and I put this picture. We have a picture of my mom when she was in high school. Or no, college. She was in college in a play. And she's got like her hair up and her hair's in braids. Very 70s. And I put it in that yellow frame.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. And then, like, if I had hair, I would look so much like my mom.
It's gosh.
Spooky. It is
spooky. Scary.
And the older I get, I get closer to her age, spooky. So I have all these great pictures where you can kind of see how the family resemblance. Mm-hmm. But we put a bunch of them up, and Dad came over today and was like really happy to have those up. A couple of them he had even taken, so they were nice. So yep, it's coming along, and I don't just do like, oh, this is the family portrait wall or whatever nonsense. It's like my pictures of my mom. Pictures of Sarah and I. I'm going to get a picture. I have a picture of Sarah at the Mothman statue. That's going up there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, a drawing I bought Sarah of a cryptid creature. Mm-hmm. And then, like, a painting I liked at a craft show. Like, I just jam it all on the wall.
I'm going to bring you the things that I want, like, framed up. And you tell me how to put things together so it looks as nice, because that is beyond me.
I love it. I love jamming stuff on my wall. No space left unturned. Anyway. All right. So I think that's everything we've got.
I think everything.
And we will be back next week with some knitting and fibery goodness. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks with more cross stitch.
Yes, we will.
Fine. Yeah, we'll be back to our normal schedule now. Unless some other family member of yours shows up and it's like, by the way...
Some of them are getting vaccinated now, so hopefully that helps.
We filled out our, interest survey. We're like, a million miles down the list. But we're interested, which is more than you can say for some people. So, yeah. All right, guys, so we'll be back. Have a great week. Bye guys!